Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and we got a lot of stuff to look at today, so let's get right into it. The last weekend was the meet, the local club meet or whatever, from a local Diecast club, and I was able to pick up a bunch of stuff there, or not really a bunch of stuff, a few items, but some really cool stuff, so we're going to take a look at that as usual. And then I did get a little bit of mail, so we're going to start with these fantastic things. So the second one, I'm a little late to showing this. This is the Jungle Gym. These are one-stop Diecast exclusives, and we got the Ultra Red here as well. So the Ultra Red Chase, I am stoked to get these. So we're gonna open up both of them. Why the heck not? These trucks are limited, $24.96 right there. And I'm guessing the chases are probably limited to somewhere in the range of 52. That's my guess. I think that's what it is. I still get confused on this stuff, guys. I know. I don't know. I guess it depends on how the cases are packed and all this. This is a straight pack at $24.96, and I think there's one per master case of 48, something like that. And I think that ends up working out to around 52 pieces, right? Is that how it goes? Somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we'll get these open. I'm getting the next one, the USA one. That one should come pretty quick, so pretty soon. So that's pretty cool as well. All right, and then I was also able to check off an Ultra Red off the list that I have kind of been hunting for a long time. This is from Premium Release 3. Okay, Premium Release 3, and I'm not talking like 2018 Premium Release 3 or 17 Release 3. This is a straight up Premium Release 3. The copyright date on the back of the packaging, I believe it's going to say like 2014. Yeah, 2014 is the production date on this. So it's been a while, and I still don't have this set complete. The last one I need now is the Kingswood Estate Ultra Red from this series. These Release 3 cars, both premium and licensed premium, for some reason are very, very hard to come by. They seem to be. The Ultra Reds are difficult to come by. The regulars are difficult to come by. It's just a difficult set to complete. So I need the Kingswood yet, and then Premium Release 3 would be complete, and then I still need 3 Ultra Reds for the licensed Premium Release 3, which is the Trans Am, the Dodge Swinger, and the Chevelle. I need those 3. So I have the Roadrunner, I have the Challenger, and I have the Mustang Mach 1. Okay. All right. So that's that. So let's get into the monthly meet. I didn't pick up real ton of stuff, but I did pick up a few items. So I was able to complete a set of Team Transports. This is the latest of Team Transports. Pretty cool. Oddly enough, I mean, these showed up at Target too, and it seems like people are grabbing the Golf one, right? Collectible. They're grabbing the Advan Skyline, because of course JDM, you know, they got to grab that. But they're leaving behind the Mercury Comet Cyclone, which I thought was a little crazy. I mean, it's a gasser, right? I mean, it's not the 55 Chevy Bel Air, but it's a sick casting. I like this casting quite a bit, so I don't know why this one seems to be the one that's getting left behind. I don't know how they're packed in the case. That could be that there's 2 of these in the case, and that's why a bunch are getting left behind, because people are just grabbing sets. I don't know. Anyway, I was able to complete a set by getting one of these from my buddy Jeremy Bolter and getting the other 2 from my buddy Crazy Todd. They both had some extras. So went ahead and completed that wave of the Team Transport. I was also able to pick up a couple of old school things. We got, we'll go into these. We got this guy here. It's a Lamborghini Countach that I did not have in this Hot Wheels Color FX set. I'm not sure if we're going to open this up or if I'm going to save this for a Free the Piece Friday. I don't know, because we do got quite a bit to look at today, so I may save this one. It'd be an interesting one just to do a full video on, because it's old school. You know, there's some info on the back and all that stuff. Just probably would make a good little episode, so we might just save that. And then I also got this deal here, which I might also save this for the Piece Friday. I don't know. This is the 30th anniversary Hot Wheels. This is like a re-release of this Porsche in this livery. There is some differences to it. It's darker than the original one, and it has a 30th anniversary thing on the back. But this may be another good Free the Piece Friday episode, just because we can get into the 30 years of Hot Wheels, what they did for that and this packaging and all that stuff. And I can pull out the original one and we can take a look at the variation. And, that just might be something fun. So we might save the old school stuff for a later date. And I think that'd be just fine, because you guys are probably sick. All my Free the Piece Friday episodes as of late have been Ultra Reds pretty much. So you guys, I love Auto World, and Auto World's great to look at, but you guys are probably getting sick of me like just showing Ultra Red after Ultra Red after Ultra Red. So maybe we should change it up and do some old school Hot Wheels. That'd be kind of fun. But speaking of Auto World, got these from SC Diecast. These Rat Fink Miho exclusive cars. These are limited to 3,000 pieces each. I'm not sure what the chases are limited to. I don't know how the cases are packed, and no idea in that regard. I believe the Ultra Reds for both of them have red tires. But what the heck. We're going to open up these in the next segment. So we got a lot of square body action in these. So pretty cool. I'm not really into like the Rat Fink livery, whatever. I guess it's kind of cool. The Rat Rod is super cool down here, or the one that looks all like rusted out, or like it's been sanded on stuff. Looks really cool. I think it would look cooler without the Rat Fink stuff on it. I get it. I just don't, graphically, I wasn't too excited about these. The only thing that was really excited about was the, these wheels on this truck I thought were cool. And, the kind of like rusty, sanded in spots version, like it's getting ready for paint or whatever, but ready for a repaint, whatever. So, but they're still kind of cool. Nowhere near as cool as these, though. And, yeah, we'll get more into that in the next part of the episode. All right. And then I would also grab my first mini GT chase. This, my buddy Crazy Todd ended up with 2 of these because he forgets what he has and sometimes ends up with 2 things, or maybe he found a good deal on this and just could not stop spending money, so he had to pick it up, and I end up benefiting from it. He ends up selling it to me, so I picked this up, I think, at a really good price. I don't know, but I haven't even really entertained getting any of these mini GT chases until he had this one available, and I picked it up, and it's pretty cool. So now the only time you're going to find mini GT chases is in MJ, the Mio exclusives. It's not going to be any of the worldwide release stuff. It's only going to be Mio. That's the only time you find them, and they are all, from what I understand, they're all raw usually, or they have like different colored rims. I think there's 2 different types. There's like raw ones you can find sometimes, for depending on the release. So this one's a raw one, and then I think some of the other times they have like different colored rims. I've done a couple of different things, I think. But anyway, that's my first mini GT chase, so we'll check that out. Then I was also able to pick up a couple of Greenlight cars. Just grab these 3. We may or may not look at these. Some decent ones, though. You got the LTD sedan. Maybe we'll pick one to open up. The Cosworth is awesome. The Willis Jeep is pretty cool. I just really wanted to get this 1979 Ford LTD in a non-police livery. I thought that was cool. Maybe we'll pop that open. I don't know. Depends. Depends how much time we got. And then from a buddy, we got this BM Creations Junior Mitsubishi Pajero in Jungle Pack. No idea what to expect. Haven't really seen one of these loose at all, so we are going to check that out together. BM Creations. This is the first BM Creations vehicle to enter my collection. I've looked at them a couple times on eBay. I think they have like opening parts and stuff. I think this one might have like opening doors. I shouldn't say anything until we actually get it out of the package, but I thought it did. We're going to check it. We're going to check it out anyway. All right, so that's a good first half. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. We're going to open up some square bodies, some Ultra Reds, Mini GT Chase, Team Transport cars, for sure this. And then if we have some time, we might pop open some of the Greenlight. So stay tuned. All right, so let's begin with this really, really awesome one-stop diecast, exclusive limited edition Auto World Racing Legends number 2, the Jungle Gym support vehicle, both in its regular release and its chase Ultra Red. So I have featured the first one in a video prior. So if you go back, I think it's another Diecast Weekly episode. It should be in the thumbnail that I showed it. I don't have the chase for the first one. This is my first Ultra Red of this. And funny story, I gotta ask, because and I should say that they're sending me samples of the regulars, at least 1 through 6. I know that they said they were going to send me. So thank you again very much for that. Now, also, my buddy Diecastrum ordered. This is going to be it's a story. I don't know if you guys really need to hear it. Whatever. But Diecastrum also has a subscription for these for 2 of each truck. So the first time we got these shipped, we got 3 regulars, 2 came in one box, 1 came in another. Now this time when they shipped, we got 2 regulars and 1 Ultra Red, but it wasn't clear on necessarily if they put the Ultra Red in there on purpose for me to get in place of a regular. I don't really know. But they didn't ship, so they shipped 2 regulars, and they shipped 1 of these, and they were all in one box. So I don't know if they're trying to combine the orders together. I'm not really sure how that ended up working out. But anyway, Diecastrum said no matter what, I could have this. It does not matter. He's not really interested in having it. So and he was gracious enough just to say, hey, this is yours. And I never even asked One Stop if what their intention was with that. So I apologize. And if you're watching this video, Fred, let me know what was going on there. I don't really know. So, whatever. We're going to show them. And then I have another regular coming. So, technically, the 2 regulars in the box are going to go to Diecastrum. But I do have a regular coming from another hobby dealer. So, anyway, it's all good. And just so happy to get one of these off the list because these are not going to be cheap on eBay. All right, enough of that. $24.96 is what they're limited to. You can read the fast facts right here. The packaging for these is pretty awesome. Racing Legends. Really, really cool. You get the picture of the drag racing car there, and then you got the truck that's in the same livery. Very cool. And then here's where you can see what else is coming here in the series. So the next one's going to be the Army one. Or I think it's the Army one that's next. Maybe it's the USA one that's next. I don't know if these are coming out of order. I don't remember. We're going to find out anyway. But the Fighting Irish and the Chi-Town Hustler. I think they have shown pictures of all of these so far. So 6 in this release. And then I think the next 6 trucks are going to be, or the next 6 exclusives are going to be the Railroad ones, which they've also sneak pictures out on their Instagram and on their Facebook. So check out One Stop Diecast for that. All the information you can find on their website or on their Facebook or on their Instagram. So One Stop Diecast. So pretty cool people. And again, they were willing to work with me on getting me some stuff to show you. So very, very awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get these open without further ado. And I genuinely dig this series. I think it's a great idea to do this. It's just it's something fresh for these square bodies, so I think it's pretty awesome. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys subscribed. I mean, there's some other hobby dealers. They're selling them, to all sorts of hobby dealers, so you'll be able to get them from maybe your favorite go-to, or just right from One Stop if you want to. So, very, very cool. JJ2, Jungle Gym. So again, very nice livery on this thing. Just looks awesome with the white bumpers. Just super cool. The bow tie and the cap and the rims. Very, very awesome. So this is just a very welcome collection, and I was just, I was really cool to see that it was coming out. And in a sea of hobby exclusive square bodies, I'm just glad that everybody's kind of doing something different, and that just makes it pretty cool. And that, if you guys might think this is kind of getting oversaturated and stuff, but everybody's kind of doing something different, and that's what makes it still collectible to me. All right, so here's this guy. The Ultra Red, probably very limited, probably very expensive on the secondhand market on eBay. If you're trying to find one, we are going to open this one up and devalue it slightly, but it's going into my collection to stay. I'm trying to get all these Ultra Reds for every hobby release, but it is very challenging. Luckily, I have some very nice friends, such as Crazy Todd and some of these hobby dealers that have been able to work with me and been gracious enough to send me some of the chase cars, even though they could easily make some money on them. But look at this. So we got red base, white tires, red body, white interior. And I believe that all of them follow this same basic trait setup. I think it looks awesome, though. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of their white tires. I say it almost every single time I open an Ultra Red with white tires, but darn, you know what? It does look pretty cool. The white rims look really cool with the white tires. Actually, that's another trait, I guess, too, is the white rims. Because, boom, those aren't white. I mean, they're sort of white, but not. And I think that actually, that trait follows through all of them as well. Super cool. All right, we got to get moving. All right, thank you guys again. Thanks, One Stop Diecast. All right, next from SC Diecast, my local hobby dealer. Local-ish hobby dealer, anyway. Not too far away from me. Hooking up with these Ratfink cards. We're going to go ahead and, or trucks, apologize. Go ahead and get into these. We got to cut these open. I apologize for not doing it prior to starting the vid. This is going to be a long video, guys. Sorry about that. But I'm going to get just both of them out right away. They did come with a box, which is fantastic. They also did come with this, but this I do not think is going to fit inside of here. But of course we're going to find out. That's a negative. Again, if you cut this off, I know what you guys probably don't care about me getting hung up on whether or not this fits, but how does this fit? Sort of. It bulges the box a little bit, but anyway, cool artwork. There's the box. The artwork is slightly different for each one, and they both have their own Ultra Red, by the way. Even though this says version A, and I think the other one says version B. There's an Ultra Red of each one, both the version A and the version B. So in that regard, it's a bit different. There's a kind of a description of what's on there. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and zoom her in. Not the first Ratfink truck we've seen. So we've seen them. What was that other one? It was like a Weekend of Wheels, right? Am I off on saying that? I don't think so. I think it was Weekend of Wheels. It was the last time we saw Ratfink, and I think there's some more coming out too. Very nice. I mean, I do like the matte finish. It's kind of cool that it's glossy on the door. And part of the hood is also glossy where the graphics are. Or semi-glossy. Graphics are sharp. Looks pretty cool. Not a bad little truck. I'm going to get into the other one here real quick. But again, I mean, as far as the hobby exclusive one goes, yes, they're limited. They're limited to 3,000. If you want to be a completionist, yes, go get them now because they're not going to be any cheaper later. So get them while you can, while they're not super expensive. Because they're going to become super expensive eventually. If you're just being selective about what you buy, I don't know. If I was being selective, to be brutally honest, I would probably pass this release up. At least pass that one up. If I wasn't a completionist, I probably wouldn't get this one. This one, though, I'd probably have a hard time not getting just because I love the rusty, whatever, kind of sanded down, whatever look to this kind of rat-rodish sort of thing. And the wheels look awesome on it as well. First time I believe that these wheels have been used on an Auto World. So that's really cool. Ratfink. Both plates are the same. Doubt there's anything special underneath here, but we're going to go ahead and open it anyway. Nope. Same old, same old. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. This one's cool. This one, I don't know. It doesn't really do too much for me. If it was just a basic red truck without the Ratfink and the graphic on the hood, I actually would like it more. Same thing with this. This didn't have the Ratfink logoing and all that stuff on there. I probably would like it more. Like this one, the graphics are necessary for this to be cool, and they look awesome. This, it's just not my style, right? But I'm a completionist, so I gotta get it. I gotta have it. All right, last Auto World item. Another Ultra Red. A very, very difficult Ultra Red to find. I was lucky enough to have a winning bid on eBay for this one. I splurged a little bit for this one because I just haven't seen it pop up in a while, and I'm just like, I need to get this thing checked off the list. But it is absolutely fantastic. So I can't tell you what it's limited to because I don't know, and I don't believe that the numbers were ever necessarily published for this release as far as how many are out there. What I can tell you is that, yes, it is very, very, very difficult to find. Both the regular release versions, which one is in green and the other one I believe is in red, and then this Ultra Red is very difficult to get a hold of. So if you're trying to complete this set, good luck to you. Even if you have like an unlimited amount of fundage for this set to try to go after it, you're still going to have a hard time because you got to find someone that's actually got them for sale. These just don't just show up on eBay very often. They just don't. 70 Chevy. So I am super stoked to get this thing off the list. Just fantastic. I'm so glad that I started collecting Auto World pretty early on in the history of Auto World, which is part of the reason why I was able to, have most of a complete set. However, I didn't start early enough. I would have started a little bit earlier. I would have had everything, and no problem. People used to give away Auto World Ultra Reds, like literally, like you could just, in comparison to like Super Treasure Hunts and stuff like that, M2 chases back then, these things were not super desirable, or desired, I should say. Very desirable, not desired. So yeah, you could get them, but now obviously the popularity of Auto World has increased quite a bit since then, and with that, these start getting more and more difficult to get a hold of. So anyway, if you guys see anything from Premium Release 3 or any of I guess really Premium Release 3 is the big one. Premium Release 3 and Licensed Premium Release 3. If you see anything from those two releases available and it's inexpensive, I highly suggest you pick it up. Even if you're just going to put it back on eBay and flip it or something, you'll make some money on it, So very, very cool. That's a pro Auto World collector tip for you. But this is such a beautiful release, and I'm very, very, very happy to check it off. All right. Sticking with chases, actually here, let me let you look at that for a second while I open up the other one. We're going to go ahead and open up the McLaren Senna chase. I was lazy and I didn't grab out the standard release for this one, the McLaren Senna. I do have it. It's purple. I believe I got this one, the regular one. Honestly, if I don't, it's really not a big deal. I've got a bunch of versions of the Senna. I do have it up there. I can see it from here, but I'm still not going to go grab it. So you guys know I love Auto World. I also love Mini GT. Huge, huge fan of Mini GT. This is sweet looking, actually. This looks better than the regular release, I think. The regular release is purple with that yellow accenting. And, it does look cool. It definitely does. But the chase, I think, looks way cooler. And I don't know. Okay, so interestingly, I thought these were raw. They're not. It's actually painted this chromish silver. It is not raw. So to say it's raw would be wrong. It is actually painted silver. And maybe that's how a lot of them are. Are they painted silver and then they have the regular standard graphics and stuff? But I don't know, but this looks really good. This casting is absolutely fantastic. The car itself, the real McLaren Senna, I think still to me is a kind of ugly car. It's very complex looking. I don't think it's the most attractive supercar. It's cool, but like I said, it's not the most attractive supercar. Just a lot going on in this design. I'm sure it's all functional and it all has purpose. But darn, does it look cool in the silver. So that is really neat. So I like that. I am glad to add that to the collection for sure. Very, very cool. All right, we're going to follow that up with one more item here before we get into team transport, and then I think we'll cut this off. So Mitsubishi Pajero from BM Creations Junior Jungle Pack, limited edition. This is from Dustin at our local meet. I gave him a couple of things this last one. He gave me this. And we're going to check. Ooh, we got spare partage in here. Look at that. What do we got there? I don't know how much these cost. I should have looked that up. I don't know how much these BM Creations cars cost. They are licensed, it appears. Diecast Masters Company, okay, is the name of the company that makes them, it looks like. So Hong Kong is where the company is based, it appears. I don't know what BMC style is. I guess their website. Dot style? I don't know. I'll have to check all that out. Diecast Masters. Limited edition. Don't know what it's limited to. There's nothing to indicate that as far as I can see. Comes in, of course, a box with this little blister pack inside. Does it have... What is going on here? Does it have suspension? It does. Suspension sits a little high, though, in the back, doesn't it? This is a zinger. I wonder if you can adjust that with that screw in the bottom. Interesting. Let's see what these accessories are. Okay, it appears we get some double-sided tape, which I think that is for putting the mud flaps on. So we got mud flappage. You would have to add them. I think he gave you this double-sided tape also so you can stick stuff up here. And we got a total of 5 tires. Oh, and I know why. They're white lettered tires that say 4x4 BM Creations. So you can swap out all of the tires, including the spare on the top, if you so choose. And then it also comes with some jerry cans here. And I don't know, are those supposed to slide in right here? Look at that. Those fit right there. And I think you have an option of doing that. I think you can also pull off, yep, you can. Wow, we're learning a lot right off the bat. We could pull off the spare tire, and I think you can also, if you want, put that back here, which it is a very tight fit. So I'm not going to force it right now and try to get that in there. The body is metal. Like I said, it's got suspension. The doors open, and this one feels tight coming back in. Oh, there we go. Close is good. Well, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. I don't know if I'm going to stick on any of the mud flaps or any of that business. Not sure what I'm going to do with those. We're going to take a look at this suspension setup, though, here. Oh, the spare we're going to put back on top. We'll put that back on top. That's how it's shipped. Is this Titan? I don't know, but that sits up really high there. I don't know if that's supposed to be intentional or not. I don't know what to do to fix it, but there is a screw right here. That's as tight as that screw goes. And I think it just made the suspension tighter, but it didn't raise that axle up at all. I'm going to have to do some exploration here off camera and maybe learn a little bit more about this. Initial impressions, though, are, aside from this weird ride height issue in the rear, it's a very cool piece. I mean, I like that it comes with these little accessories you can put in here. You can move the spare tire around. You can change out the tires if you want to. I don't really know what the point of it is, though, because you could... Are these thicker? No. I don't know what the point of it is, because you could just take... Even if they were white lettered, you could just take them and flip them around. I mean, if you wanted to do that. But I guess you get some extra tires for whatever. Diorama usage. Whatever you want to use them for. The little gas cans are cool, too. I don't know. What are your guys' initial impressions of this? For some reason, this kind of reminds me of Air Car a little bit. It's got a plastic base, metal body, kind of like that, but it's got the opening part. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about. I would check out another one, though. Check out a different model. I do want to fix the suspension, though. And I know that the thing's completely able to be taken apart, so I'm sure I can figure out some way to get that ride height back down a little bit. Or maybe that's how it's supposed to sit. Someone let me know in the comments. All right. Next and last up, we're going to very quickly just look at these team transports. I'm going to start with actually what is my favorite, which is this one right here. Which, like I said, seems to be the one that people are leaving behind. This is the Mercury Comet Cyclone with the Ford C800. It's cool because it's got a licensed trailer or truck. Truly a team, this transport. It's never going to sit up like that. Okay, so I've said it once before, I'll say it again. I don't really care for the team transport, the trucks. They just take up too much dang space. Of course, do I keep them with the models? I do. This thing really doesn't fit on here, though, in any way. It can sit like that, but it just bangs up against the cab. Like that. I don't think that would be very aerodynamic for driving. And doesn't fit in there. So kind of a weird, I guess, choice for the truck for this one. A little bit of oversight there, maybe. I don't know. But you think the wheel was supposed to be sitting right in there. Which it doesn't. All right. Anyway, enough of that. The truck, take it or leave it. This is sweet. I love these wheels. I like this casting quite a bit, so this one is really fantastic, and I like it a lot. All right, next up is the Advan. Of course, this one's going to be popular, right? It's a Skyline. There's a Skyline in it. GTR BNR 32 with a Sakura Sprinter, which is a non-licensed truck. It's open. There's your truck. Whatever. It is what it is. It's not licensed. It is pretty cool looking, but it just takes up a lot of darn space. So especially collectors that are limited with space of how to display these things. Carded or loose, these things will take up quite a bit of space. The car is very cool. Nice job on this one. Graphics look good. It looks a little dot matrixy in the back here. Advan Skyline with the rear detail. Of course, this one's going to be popular. For some reason, what is it, the first Advan one with the Skyline wagon or van or whatever they want to call it? That one's, going for good money now on eBay all of a sudden or something? I don't know. Somebody told me that, which is weird. I don't think I have an extra one of those to sell. Too bad. I would get rid of them in a heartbeat if they're going for decent money. Put that money into something else. But yeah. This is a really cool one. I like it. I can see why it's popular, aside from the fact that it's just JDM. The Advan livery looks nice with the red and black and all that. And then the other one that you put this on anything and apparently it's going to sell. That's a Golf livery. And I'm a fan of Golf livery, or at least I was quite a fan of it. I still like it. It's just, is it a bit overplayed? Sure. Sure it is. But at least when it's on racing stuff, it makes sense, right? It makes a lot of sense when it's on racing stuff. When it's on some other things, hit or miss on some other stuff. All right, so I don't know if that's supposed to come off. Probably not. But here's we have a... Something's up with this. But whatever, I'll fix it off camera. Lancia Racing. Very nice detailed vehicle. Again, this is not a licensed one, is it? No, Eurohauler. Not licensed. Transport and logistics. Cool. But what we really are here for is that guy, and that looks sick. That is pretty awesome. Hey, they spelled Lancia right on the wing. That's cool. Wheels are, I think, a good choice. Overall graphics, everything looks really good. See, this is where Gulf livery wins. It's a good, nice thing. So I like it quite a bit. I'm just kind of gonna fix this. There we go. I fixed the truck, by the way, in case you guys cared. All right. And that is it. That's all we're going to look at. We're not going to look at the Greenlight. I apologize about that, but geez, the video's gotten long. And I thank you guys again for watching these episodes. I really do appreciate just being able to share my collection with all of you. It's just a fun thing to look at, to discuss it, kind of discover this stuff sometimes together. And, or at least it feels like I'm, discovering it with friends, I am lucky to have some local people that are into the diecast, such as Crazy Todd and my buddy Suresh and a few other people and all that, but it's nice to be able to share it with all you guys as well. All right. And favorite for the week, of course, that is really sweet to get off the list. It's Jungle Jim. These racing legends are just fantastic. Second favorite of the week, of course, is definitely checking this off. Is it the most valuable Ultra Red? No. Is it very hard to find? Yes. So, sometimes value doesn't always match how hard to find it is. All right. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.